Hi all you gorgeous people. I just want to share you this about Dexter milk because there's a difference between all the different types of milk there are, from goat's milk to sheep's milk, cow's milk, and each cow has a different type of milk. And the Jersey cow, which is a really beautiful cow, has this special ability, or this special way she makes milk, is that her fat globules, or the fat cells in her milk, are big, and she has a lot of cream in her milk. And of course it varies from one Jersey to another, but that is the most creamy milk, I think, of all the cow's milk. And the beautiful thing about pure Jersey milk is that the cream rises very quickly and you can take it off within not so many hours. So what I'm milking at the moment is Dexter cows, and they have smaller fat globules, I think it's called. Can't remember. But they can have the same amount of cream, so they still have quite creamy milk. And of course, when you're milking the cow, I've said that before, when you're starting to milk, you get the very light milk with not very much cream, and the very creamy milk is in the top of the udder, actually as in a container, which is quite fascinating. So when you start milking, you're getting this very light milk, and then it gets creamier and creamier. And that's a bit of the art when you have a calf on the cow and she's holding back the milk. The creamy milk is what the calf often gets. So yeah, so anyway, I want to show you this Dexter milk, which also from one Dexter to another does vary a lot in fat content, but also taste. And I find Nula's milk, which is the one with the horns I'm milking, that's the most lovely milk. There's a little bit of difference between them. And also she's so good at milking, and because she has this wonderful udder, and she also makes lots of milk. She's making about 10 litres a day at the moment on just grass, nothing else but grass and some hay. So that's really good. So I just want to show you what it looks like. Just the milk I have here. This miracle stuff that man has been using for thousands of years. See, this is some milk I've had sitting since actually 2 days, and you can see the cream at the top there. And so it does take, for Dexter milk, it does take a whole day, or about 24 hours before you can get the cream off. Just get some more light on. Oh, this is not the best container to get the cream off. And usually I don't do this because I just drink it in the milk because I love creamy milk. It's just really to show you this. And the more grass the cow has, the more colour you'll have in the cream. And the Jersey cow is also, her cream is very yellow. And also when you butcher the calf, a Jersey calf, the fat on the Jersey calf is yellow. So this is something about their makeup. And yeah, so here we are here, and that was just the fresh milk. And here I have, this is, we call it A38 in Denmark because it was discovered in 1938. The Acidophilus. A is for Acidophilus. And that is a bacteria that is a very, very beneficial bacteria and very healing bacteria for the body. And it can live all the way through the gut, which not all of these beneficial bacteria can. And when you have the Acidophilus in the milk, you can smell it. It smells like caramel. It has the most gorgeous smell. So this has been fermenting since yesterday, with some of the bought Acidophilus. And on the top here is the cream. So if you want sour cream, this is just a very, very easy way to get your sour cream, because it's all sitting here. Very, very wonderful. It smells so delicious. Yeah, just this, it has this caramel smell. And it's so important really when you're making cheese that you make sure there's lots of Acidophilus in it and you have this good smell. And if it's not working well, you'll have a yeasty smell, and it just does not make the cheese taste good. So here we have our, and it's really clever because the Acidophilus will be in the actual milk from the cow, but sometimes more, sometimes less. So that's why I make a big portion. I buy some Acidophilus from the shop. It's just a yogurt with this live Acidophilus in it, and I make a big portion, and I'm going to put some in the freezer. So when I'm making cheese, I get some out. Just have them in a plastic bag. Just show you this clapper. And if I put it in the fridge now to make it thicken, it will be a little bit more thick when I whip it. So there we go. This is Dexter milk. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, so that was my little video about this Dexter milk. And as you know, I've told you already, I'm mixing the Dexter and the Jersey cows. So I get these Dexy calves, they call them. And they will be half Dexters and half Jerseys, and I really look forward to milking them. And they will probably have a mixture, all depending on which genetics they have inherited. And I just want to say the reason why, because many people ask, why don't you have Jersey cows? And one of the reasons is that Jersey cows you see today in the modern society, modern world, are not real Jersey cows, because they have been bred to become very big, and originally the Jersey cow was much smaller, and also their udders are too big. So the pure Jersey cow I had in the beginning when I was making these videos on the other channel, Inga, who became very, people got to really love, she was a pure Jersey cow, and when she had calved, her udder was enormous, and I think it's actually very cruel. And you never see that in nature, such a big udder. It just doesn't exist, because that cow would be too weak. It's not meant to be. It's an unnatural. It's like with dogs, that man affects with the breeding, and you get these really weird dogs. And that's what's happened to the Jersey cow. And apart from that, of course, she has become weakened just because of the way we have treated the Jersey cow. So I think this is a really good solution for me, because I'm going to get less milk, smaller udders, and the whole fact that you're mixing up all these genes is a good idea, because you get stronger animals, and yeah, it's going to be really fun. So that was the Dexter milk, and have a great day. See you, my friend.